So, every 30 minutes after this Tuesday night. Yeah. So, we're not going public with masks optional, because with these bar mitzvahs. So we're gonna do it.
Okay.
So just when, small crowds.
Got it.
Yeah.
Rabbi, when does Naomi count towards the minyan? Tonight or after tomorrow?
No, right this minute.
Today.
Right this minute. What's that?
After her Hebrew birthday, her 13th Hebrew birthday. And that should already been, that's already been passed so that she can have her BMitzvah today.
I will tell you what her birthday is.
Naomi, do you want to hang out there until your part comes up, or do you want to sit up here on the view?
We're good.
Huh? Okay, whichever you want. Okay, okay. Okay, folks, the church bells are ringing. That means it's 6 o'clock. Where everybody is, I don't know, but they're not here. They're not here. I guess they didn't hear the church bells.
I hear it. Naomi's birthday is the 20th of Adar.
Way past that. We're good. We are good.
Okay. Going to start tonight on page 12. Page 12, Yedid Nefesh.
Yedid Nefesh, Al Hara.
Okay, now that the Silverbergs are here, we can get started. That was all just warming up. You folks, welcome. Come on in, guys. Look at this. It's filling up right away. Before you know it, it'll be standing room only. Okay. Shiru Adonai, Shir Chadash, Psalm 96. Sing unto Adonai a new song. Turn now to Lecha Dodi. Why not? Page 38.
לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור ברוחו, וראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף ימין. ימין ושמאל תפרצי, ואת אדוני תריצי, היוריש בפורצי, ונשמחה ונהגי לה לה לה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני פני שבת נקבלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם משמחה וצהלה, תוך אמונה סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לה לה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני פני שבת נקבלה, לה לה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני פני שבת נקבלה.
So how about if we all take our seats, turning to the very next page, the Sabbath Psalm. Let's begin on page 43 in the English, and then for the 5th verse, we'll turn over to the Hebrew. If you'll join with me responsively in the first 4 verses. It is good to thank you, Adonai, to sing praises to your exalted name.
Proclaim your love every morning and your faithfulness every night.
To the sound of the 10-string lyre with voice and the music of the harp,
Your works, Adonai, bring me gladness. Of your deeds
I sing with joy. 5th verse. Magadlu.
Magalu masachaya na'orahu machshavotecha Magalu masachaya
We're going to continue in the English, but folks, let me just make a very quick note. The Ukrainians are very religious people. Mr. Putin would like the world to think that they're no different than, that they're not really a people, they're just, the same as the Russians, in which case, if they're the same, why would he be killing them so brutally? What a demented, sick mind. But actually, they're not the same as the Russians because they are part of the Ukrainian Catholic Church. Their religious leader is the Pope. The Russians are Russian Orthodox, so they're not exactly the same religion. But they are religious people, and I'm sure they know the words of this psalm, Psalm 92, and I wouldn't be surprised that some are reciting it with very special, in Hebrew we would say kavanah, they don't use that word, but with very special intention. They know who they're talking about when they're reciting these words. So if you'll find yourself in the middle of the page with me. Though the wicked may thrive like grass, and doers of evil seem to flourish, their doom is sure to come, for yours is the ultimate triumph. Those who oppose you will perish. The workers of iniquity will be routed.
You have given me extraordinary power. I am like one who has been anointed.
I see the defeat of my foes. I hear the doom of my enemies.
The righteous will
Flourish
flourish
like the palm tree. They will thrive like the cedar of Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they will flourish in the courts of our God.
Even in old age, they will bear fruit, retaining their vigor and their strength.
Proclaiming Adonai is just, my rock Tsuri, in whom there is no unrighteousness. The last 4 psukim in the Hebrew. Tzadik Katamar.
Tzadik Katamar Yifrach.
Shabbat Hagadol, the great Sabbath, the only Shabbat known as the great Sabbath, coming right before the holiday of Pesach. We'll turn now to the evening service, which begins on page 50. If I can invite Chad and Julie to join us on the Bima. Naomi, if you'll join us on the Bima as well, as we're getting into the Ma'ariv, the evening service now. Folks, as the Aron Kodesh is about to be opened, we can all rise.
La 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 Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim. בחוכמה פותח שערים, ובתבונה משנה עיתים, ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים במשורותיהם ברקיע כרצונו. בורא יום ולילה גולל אור מפני חושך, וחושך מפני אור. ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבטיח בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב הרבים.
We're all seated. We'll continue with the cantor, and then with Naomi. But first, Ahavat Olam, page 52.
Ahavat Olam. בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו ושוכבנו, וקמנו נשיח מחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ומצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו לאורך ימינו, ובהם נגי יומם ולילה, נגי יומם ולילה. לאחוות אל תסיר, ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha, v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom halevavecha v'shinantam levavecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'blechtecha b'derech u'shochbecha u'kumecha u'kshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu etotachot bein einecha u'ftavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'b'sharecha.
So in the middle of page 57, therefore keep these words of mine in your heart and in your soul. Bind them as a sign upon your arm and let them be a reminder above your eyes in the mitzvah of tefillin. Teach them to your children, speaking of them when you are at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you rise up in the morning. Write them upon the doorposts of your homes in the mitzvah of mezuzah and upon your gates. Thus your days and the days of your children will be multiplied on the land which Adonai promised your ancestors for as long as the heavens remain over the earth. So as we're getting ever so closer and closer to the holiday of Pesach, of Passover, let's turn to page 60, the words that were sung by Moses and Israel as they crossed the Sea of Reeds triumphantly, and in thanksgiving they offered these words to God. Mi chamocha. Cantor will lead us into these words, bottom third or so of page 60.
ומלכותו ונצון קיבלו עליהם, משה ובני ישראל לכענו שירה, בשמחה רבה ואמרו חולם.
pages, help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us to life on the morrow. Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom Hamidenu Malkeinu Lechayim Lechayim Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom Lehamidenu Malkeinu Lechayim Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shalomecha Ne'ata ve'ad olam Ne'ata ve'ad olam Ne'ata ve'ad olam Baruch atah Adonai Haporeh sukat shalom aleinu Ve'al kol amo Yisrael Ve'al Yerushalayim.
Page 65, the children of Israel shall observe Shabbat, maintaining it throughout their generations as an everlasting Brit covenant. It is a sign between God and the children of Israel for all time. In 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day Adonai ceased this work and rested. Vishamru, page 64.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Shkoach, Naomi, beautiful. Chatzi Kaddish, 66.
יתקדע ויתקדש שם רבה.
Amen.
יאמר דברי חירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב נאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך ויעלה עולמי המיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שם קודשה בריחו לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירן מעלמה ואמרו
Let's take a few moments for individual and quiet prayer and reflection. We can begin the Mariv Evening Amidah, page 69.
Alleluia.
chanting of the Shabbat Kiddush. We can follow on page 90. Naomi, sweetie, just take the covering off of your cup there. Should have the wine already in it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'yahavra, uvratzon hilanu, zikaron l'maaseh bereshit. Ki hu yom tehillah le'mikra'ei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Ki
Banu bacharta.
Ve'otanu kitashta mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, ve'ahava uvratzon, hinechaltanu.
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
Kadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. L'chaim.
Chaim, Naomi. Beautiful. So, folks, you can all be seated. It is time now for our annual, the Great Passover Quiz. I have all new questions this year, and this is not going to be a competition, which it often is, between those sitting on this side and those sitting on this side.
We're going to destroy that.
So, you know what, I think Cantor and Naomi could hold their own against all of us over here, but you know what, let's try to work actually together tonight. Let's see if working together instead of in competition, we can come up with all of the 10 answers. Okay, here's question number 1. Sukkot is known as the season of our joy. Shavuot is known as the season of the gift of Torah. Passover is known as the season. It's a good answer, Tyler and Zach. Spring is a very good answer. It's not the correct answer, but it's a good answer. Season of our freedom, right. Zaman Cherutenu. Zaman Cherutenu. Okay, we're going to move on to a multiple choice. Matzah is A, bread of affliction, B, bread of redemption as we were leaving, C, neither, D, both. And Tyler is correct. No. No, actually, it's in the Halach Ma'anya. But that's a great answer, Tyler. You see, it's a great answer. In the Halach Ma'anya, it says, Ze lechem oni. Halach Ma'anya, it's the bread of affliction. But it is a great answer. No, Tyler, your answer is better than the right answer. I'm changing the right answer to Tyler's answer. Neither. Yeah, matzah is matzah and bread is bread. No, you're right. Okay. Somebody says, don't eat bread. You don't eat bread. You eat matzah instead. It makes perfect sense to me. Okay. There are 4 questions that are asked at the Seder. Right, Tyler? I want to check all these things with you first. Make sure I got it right. What is the 4th question? Zach? Close. You're very close. We're going to come to that in a second, okay? You're very close. We're going to come to that. Good answer. Wait, are these two guys the only people answering here? Folks, you have any idea what's going on? It's Passover next Friday night? Yeah, go on.
Why on this night do we recline?
Right. Shayna, is that you? Behind that mess? Great. So on all other nights, we can either sit up straight or recline. Why on this night do we recline? Why do we recline? Anybody know that? It's not an official question, but why do we recline? Yeah, Zach.
It's something to do with hardship and freedom. That's what I know.
It has something to do with hardship and freedom. Anybody have anything to add to that? Sandy?
It's a season of reflection.
Season of reflection. Okay, I'll take it. It's good enough. Okay, now we're coming back to your question, Zach. In the third question, we say, why on this night do we dip twice? What are the two dippings that we do at the Seder? What are the two dipping? Mikey?
Why do you dip the celery?
You dip the celery in the
Salt water?
salt water. Good. Boy, that's good, Mikey. And what's the second dipping? The roast beef into the gravy. Yeah, the brisket. Excuse me. The brisket. No, that I was just kidding. That's not what it is. Anybody? Yeah, Bernice. You dip the maror into the charoset. Exactly. The maror in the charoset. Right. The maror symbolizes the bitterness. The charoset is sweet. May any bitterness that we know be overwhelmed by life's sweetness. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to recite the line from the Haggadah. Tell me what the next word is. What word comes next? You ready for this? Okay, great. Had God given us the Shabbat, but not brought us to Mount Sinai, Dayenu. It would have been enough, right? Dayenu. Dayenu, right? Okay. Okay, next question. It has to be done in a set order. And this is why it is called yes? Seder. Very good. Seder means order. Very good. You guys are so smart. Okay. I will be very impressed. No, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say I'd be very impressed if anyone gets this one. But I shouldn't say that because, no. Okay. Here you go. Question number 7. We only have 10. So today we hide the afikoman so that the children, if they find the afikoman, they get a present for finding the afikoman. But this is not the original custom. What is the original custom? Wait, this guy over here is too smart for me. Your name is? Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Wait, isn't Daniel sitting next to you? Yes. And you are Naomi's your cousin. Okay. Daniel, if you get this right, I'm going to be overwhelmingly impressed. Go on. What? Well, eat it. That is, okay, so I'll tell you what, hold on to that. Hold on to the afikoman, Daniel, because we're going to, in a way, come back to that, okay? I'm going to add a question that's going to involve that. Okay? That's a good answer, Daniel. Good answer. Okay, so what is the original custom? I don't know, Zach and Tyler, you guys are the most enthusiastic people sitting here. God bless you. Okay, Zach, you go first.
Dessert.
That is also a good answer, Zach. That is also a good answer. Yes, Tyler. What, Tyler? Tyler, what's this mean? No, I didn't hear what you said.
I said something.
Something. Okay. Okay, so here's the original custom. That after the middle matzah was broken in half, that the leader of the Seder would put it someplace. And it was for the children to actually steal. That's the word that's used. Oh, I'm sorry, Bernice. Okay, so tell us.
So the leader puts it in the afikoman that she made in nursery school, and he puts it in the pillow.
But he doesn't hide it, right?
He puts it right there.
Puts it right there. And then what happens?
And then he goes to wash his hands with the blessing, and he takes a long time to do that, because he washes it very well, and the children take the afikoman and hide it from him.
No, they don't take it. They steal it. That's the word that's traditionally used. And then what do they do? This is now very important. Then what do they do?
The children hide it from the leader.
No, they don't hide it. They don't hide it.
And then at the end of the Seder,
Wait. They don't hide it. They don't hide it. So far, you're good. Yes, Ken. What?
They barter to give it back to the.
They negotiate.
They hold the matzah hostage. They hold the matzah hostage. And they say, if you want to complete the Seder, you got to pay me off.
That's what I call barter.
Right, a negotiation.
Yeah, you're using a euphemism, Ken. They are holding the matzah hostage. And that is what has inspired many young Jews into a life of crime. Just kidding. Those at home, if this is on tape, on YouTube, just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. Okay, you know what? Let me ask this question. What is the very last thing eaten at the Seder? Daniel, you going again? The afikoman, yes, it's the afikoman. That's where you were right. When you said you eat it, it's the afikoman. Very good, very good. We're not sure if there are really supposed to be 4 cups or 5 cups of wine. How do we solve that problem? Zachary!
Look it up on the Quizlet I did on Wednesday with my teacher.
Could you say that again?
Look it up on the Quizlet I did on Wednesday with my teacher.
Look it up on the Quizlet, which you did with your teacher on Wednesday. It's what?
Look it up on the Quizlet that I did Wednesday with my teacher.
Okay. But if I...
4.
What?
It's 4.
No, but we're not sure if it's 4 or 5 exactly. So how do we solve the problem? Hey, Daniel, where do you go to Hebrew school? Bethel where? Oh, really? I know where it is. Cantor's has her good friend is the cantor there? Yeah. Wow. You go to Hebrew school there? How many times a week do you go to Hebrew school? Oh, you guys are learning a lot. Wow. So go on, Daniel. Answer the question. You have 4.5? Is that what you're going to say? It's a very good answer. You ought to go into diplomacy, or become a negotiator. Yes, over here.
4.25.
Okay, now we're negotiating. So, okay, Zach?
5 minus 1 equals 4, so it's 4.
Okay, so we have 4 cups of wine plus the cup of Elijah. Okay, the next 2 questions, I'm going to go easy on you, okay? We take wine from our cups without drinking it. When and why? I'm going to wait for an adult to raise their hand. I'm going to actually wait for an adult to say something. Chad,
To observe the 10 plagues.
in observance of the 10 plagues. And we do it because?
Because we're sad that the plagues were inflicted on the Egyptians.
Great. You went to Hebrew school in Merchantville, New Jersey, didn't you? Yeah, it must be something about New Jersey that yeah. Okay. Okay, here's the last question. The last words that are recited on Yom Kippur and at the Pesach Seder are. The last words at Yom Kippur and the Pesach Seder are. Okay, Marnie, I see you're checking with your husband. When your husband gave the nod of approval, you said, "Good, I'm going with it." You were like this. You looked over at Danny. He goes like this, and you go, "Okay, so you're on, Marnie." Next year in Jerusalem. Okay. L'shana haba'ah b'Yerushalayim. Amen. Amen. You all passed the quiz. You're entitled to have a Seder 1 week from tonight. Enjoy. You'll be so smart at the Seder. Okay. Cantor, what do you say? Aleinu? 118.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's all rise. Aleinu l'shabeach l'hadon ha'chol v'ateit kedula le'yotzer b'reshit shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot ve'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo sam chelkenu kahem ve'gor aleinu kechol hamonam va'anachnu korim ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהונות השמיים ויוסר הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינת זו בגבהם מרומים O Eloheinu Einon, Emenokeinu Efezulato, Gagato, Betorato, Viadata Hoyo, Vashemota Elevavecha, Ki Adonai Hu Elohim, Bashamayim Himal, Ve'alaretz,
We can all be seated.
Okay, nekavim. כי המלכות שלה היא עולד מעט תמלוך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד. ושמו אחד. ושמו אחד.
So as we enter into this 8th day of Nisan, we recall the loving memories and observe the yortzites of Harry Wexler, father of Steve Wexler, Ellen Cantor Rosenman, sister of Harvey Cantor, William Fisher, father of John Fisher, Barbara L. Fagan, mother of Daniel Fagan, Lillian Edelstein, grandmother of Ellen Cohen, and Gwen Agri, mother of Gail Brooks. And we recall all those whose yortzites have been observed during the course of this past week: Sarah Zelener, Lillian Wader, Reba Spivak, Francis Michnek, Elaine Gelliver, John Altus, Philip Schwartz, Abe Rothman, Julia Levy, Libby Fromm, Jacob Berstein, William Snyder, Boris Makanowski, Frederick Weiss, David Aaron Cass, Edith Gross, Jack Greenberg, Meyer Gorodetzer, Rebecca Gorodetzer, Madeline Goldfarb, Sarah Friedman, Eugene Snyder, Joseph Pilzer, Jeanette Middleman, Isaac Lichtenstein, Fanny Cohen, Rachel Borden, Jack Weiss, Faith Rupley, Joseph Kaufman, Bessie Fishman. And we hold on to the loving memories of those who have more recently gone to their eternal home within the past 30 days of the Shloshim. We recall the memory of Alan Lieboff, and as well Sylvia Gingold, Ira Hirsch, Jonathan Israel, Rochelle Yuknis, Stephen Wiener, Marilyn Rosenblatt, Ronnie Schlesinger, our beloved Cantor, Paul Freimark, Edith Kaufman, Alan Wolf, Marvin Levy, Gussie Chudnoff, Edith Shulman, Bernard Siegel, Benjamin Hoffman, Harold Kurtz, David Aronson, Mildred Klein, Mara Lipschutz, Jeffrey Berlin, Hollis Cohen, Donald Golden, Michelle Fields, Joel David Kaplan, and Charles Chuck Steinberg. May each of their memories continue to be cherished for a loving blessing. We'll find Kaddish Yatom on page 124. Those who are reciting Kaddish would rise now. Yitgadal v'yitkadash me'rabah. Biolma divra chirotei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kariv imru. Amen.
Amen.
Yehei shmei rabba mevorach le'olam almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yit'oleh v'yithalal Shmei Dekucha, Brechu Le'ela, Min Kol Birchata V'Shirata, Tush Bechata V'Nechemata, Da'amiran Bi'olma V'Imru. Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shmaya, V'Chaim Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Imru. Amen.
Amen.
Oseh Shalom B'Imromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And so tonight is but a preview of what's going to happen in the synagogue tomorrow morning when Naomi's going to be called to the Torah by her siblings, her sister, her brothers, as a mitzvah. It's a big day tomorrow, Naomi. And I know you're all set. I know you are totally all set. And we'll all be together tomorrow morning. It'll be a great day. So, to the entire family, Chad and Julie, Mazal Tov. Yeah, great, guys. Oh, we have another member of the front row over here. You are? Oh, you're Graham? Hey, Graham, do you know what you're doing in the service tomorrow?
I have no idea.
Uh-oh. You have a part in the service tomorrow. Yeah, you are, with your 14 other cousins. Yeah. You know what? Walk up faster than the rest of them so you can actually be the one who pulls the string, okay? They're all going to walk up very slowly, but you come up and you'll give it a tug, Graham, okay? What's that?
I said, careful what you ask for.
Yeah, but be careful what you ask for, right? Okay. Yeah, I can trust you, Graham, right? We're in this together. Yeah, right. Okay. So, grandparents, you know, Ira, I wish I could see if you have a smile on your face or not. But how can I tell? Because if you had a smile on your face, I'd say, you know that the Phillies won. But, huh? You don't know? They won! Ta-da! Okay. What was the final score? 6-5? 9-5. 9-5. Boy,
Wow.
Those guys came roaring back. Wow. That's what you call a winner. Well, they're 1-0. Numbers can't be any better. Yeah, Graham?
I'm gonna have to go for part of the, that's enough, Greg.
No, it's good. You feel very comfortable here. It's okay. You know, your dad grew up in Ohev Shalom. Do you know that? Dad grew up here? You should feel very comfortable. Why not? Okay, but we can talk offline, okay? Yeah, good. Okay, I think we ought to go to the Adon Olam.
Sounds good? Okay.
The whole service, you're waiting for the Adon Olam. Me, you know what, Zach? Me too.
Let's do it. On 128. Adon Olam Asher Malach V'terem Kol Yatzir Nivra Le'ed Nosa V'chefzo Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Azai Melech Shemo Nikra V'yacharei Kichlot HaKol Nevado Yimloch Nora Ve'hu Haya Ve'hu Oveh Ve'hu Yihye B'tifara Ve'hu Yihye B'tifara Ve'hu Echad V'yen Sheni Lehamshilo Le'achbira Ve'li Reshit Ve'li Tachlit Ve'lo ha'oz ve'ha'mizrach Ve'lo ha'oz ve'ha'mizrach Ve'hu Eli ve'chai chali Ve'tzor chavli V'yetzara Ve'hu nisi U'manos li V'nat kosi B'yom ekra V'nat kosi B'yom ekra Ve'yado Afkid ruchi V'yetishan Ve'ya'ira Ve'im ruchi Yavi'ati Adonai li Ve'lo ira Adonai li Ve'lo ira Shabbat shalom Shabbat shalom Shabbat shalom u'mevorach Shabbat shalom Shabbat shalom Shabbat shalom u'mevorach.
Folks, we're all invited into the Oneg Shabbat. We have cannolis tonight, so don't miss out.
Right.
See you all tomorrow morning.
Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom.
everyone.
You can leave it there. Sure.